Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Abigail R. Kharmalim bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. The winter camps organized by the Blessed Philip Rinaldi Oratory and the Salesian School in Sokolov Polatsky took place from 15 to 19 January. The event was attended by 100 children from the city and region of Sokolov, who during the days participated in games and integration activities, art and music lessons, workshops organized by the SOWA Imagination and Activity Discovery Zone from Drohichin film screening at the Sokolov Cultural Center, a trip to the Khuborjylla water park and meetings with the officers of the police and fire brigades in Sokolov and Pozarna as part of the Safe Holidays campaign. On Wednesday, 31st January 2024, Cardinal Angel Fernandez Artime, Rector Major of the Salesian, celebrated the feast of Don Bosco by presiding over two distinct and complementary moments. In the morning, he presided over the first religious profession of 10 young Salesians from 3 provinces of Brazil, and in the afternoon, he officially opened a rest and care home for elderly and sick Salesians in Bongi near Recife. The young novices belong to the provinces of Brazil Recife PRE, Brazil Sao Paulo BSP, and Brazil Porto Alegre BPA. And they are Alexandre José da Silva, BRE, Eric Alves Pedro de Souza, BSP, Fabiano de Souza Martins, BSP, Francisco Savio Pereira da Silva, BRE, Josué Lima Sampao, BRE, Leonardo Luis Donel, BPA, Pedro Vinicius Selenze, BSP, Rafael Leme Fernandez, BSP, Ferry Souza de Lima, BRE, and Vinicius Rafael Andrade, Pires. The Feast of Don Bosco is a day of celebration in all Salesian communities around the world. Great celebrations were also held at the Basilica of the Sacred Heart of Jesus in Rome, a church Don Bosco strongly and which he had built at the expense of his own health. The climax of the feast came with a solemn afternoon Eucharistic celebration presided over by the titular Cardinal of the Basilica, Cardinal Giuseppe Versaldi. As per tradition, the celebration took on the connotations of a true and proper celebration of the community, not only the Salesians but civil and social representatives of the entire neighborhood and nearby areas. On Wednesday, 31st January 2024, was, as is traditional, a day of great celebration in Turin for all the friends of Don Bosco, for the Salesian family and for the congregation itself. The day in Valdoco was full of celebrations, and once again its model of witness of faith and social commitment was transmitted to all the faithful and sympathizers of Salesian work. The liturgical activities began early in the morning with the Mass at 7 a.m. presided over by Father Michel Viviano, Rector of the Basilica of Mary Help of Christians, and then at 8 a.m. for religious presided over by Michel Rosselli, Episcopal Vicar for Formation in the Diocese of Turin and Susa. On Sunday, 28 January, in view of the feast of Don Bosco, 14 Cuban Salesian cooperators resident in Miami, belonging to the local centers of Santa Clara, Camagüey, and Havana, met for the first time. The meeting took place at the home of the Daughters of Charity of St. Vincent de Paul in Miami, Florida. The day began with the Eucharist, then they shared food, anecdotes, songs, and laughter, all in an atmosphere of brotherhood with the joy of meeting again after so many years. Young people gathered together with them, many of whom were born in the United States and for whom it was the first Salesian meeting, plus other people who were part of the Salesian communities in Cuba, all accompanied by their families. Many of these Salesian cooperators have lived for years in Miami, from where they support the association in Cuba. A day of joy, camaraderie and reflection as the Salesian community at Don Bosco Technical School, Shillong, comes together to mark Salesian Family Day on the feast day of their patron saint. In a spirit of unity and festivity, the Don Bosco Technical School in Shillong commemorated Salesian Family Day on the feast day of St. John Bosco, the school's patron saint. The day kicked off with the presentation of the Srena 2024 to the members of the Salesian family, which was attended by many members of the Salesian family, then followed by the felicitation and solemn mass presided over by Father John Zozamia, the Vice Provincial of the Shillong province, in the presence of many fathers, religious men and women, students, cooperators and past pupils. Salesian Family Day at Don Bosco Technical School, Shillong, concluded with a festive lunch symbolizing the sense of community and togetherness that defines the Salesian spirit. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Till we meet again, thank you for joining us.